Here I am on board the Superiority, part of the James Fisher Tankship fleet, to discover the physical realities of the vessels that we track within our user interface, as well as the people behind the scenes that make it happen. Hello everyone, welcome to today's first installment of Vortexa Beats. It's about 7 AM, heading out to Falkirk for the first chapter of this journey, and then I'll be off to Queensferry Port to get onto the launch vessel to get to the Superiority. And very excited for the start of what is actually the proper adventure heading out to the tanker.
And down to the Superiority at the small vessels anchorage.
So I'm currently on the St. Martin, one of the launch vessels that brings the crew out to the ship. Now, obviously, we're in London, we're jumping on the tube, we're taking the bus, some of us are cycling to work. I find it pretty incredible to get on one of those, to get to your workplace. Now, the difference is we go in and we go home at night. They may be gone for a month, 3 months, sometimes 6 months at sea. So it must be quite something knowing that when you get on one of those, this is it. You're going to be off and you're going to travel the world for work, which I think is fascinating. Ah, there we go. Look at that beauty. The Estraya. So I'm on my way to the Superiority. And behind me, we've got this beautiful lady, the Estraya. So she's currently loading a cargo of crude. She's an Aframax, meaning she can carry about 80,000 metric tons. That's about 600,000 barrels of crude. Now, if she's loading here, she's probably loading a cargo of 40s. But you could go into Vortexa and check that out. We actually looked at what she did previously, looking at our Voyages data. And she's just ballasted from Rotterdam. Before that, she loaded a cargo of Johan Sverdrup crude out in Mongstad. So, I mean, it's really fascinating. I spend my day looking at that data on a screen and seeing those little chevrons. But seeing her like that, seeing the sheer size and seeing the operation just undergone like that is fascinating. So the reason I refer to ships as ladies is because we've been sailing for hundreds, if not thousands of years, and most of the crews were predominantly male. Now, these men would go out at sea for months on end without any woman, and so the vessel became their mother, became their lover, their wife, their sisters. Which is why also in the old vessels, if you look at the East India Company vessels, the figurehead at the top of the bow usually depicted a female with a mermaid or a female angel, some sort of illustration of femininity like this, because the vessel was going to be that replacement in their life. So in the industry, we affectionately refer to vessels as ladies, hence me using the pronoun she to describe the Estraya. So if you take a look at the lighthouse behind me, I've just been told by the captain of the ship that the author of Treasure Island, R. Louis Stevenson, actually came from a family that built lighthouses out here in Scotland, and this one was actually built by his grandfather. And he was the exception, the black sheep in his family, and decided instead to become an author. And good thing he did, because it is one of my favorite books. But here you go for today's interesting little story. Now behind me you can see the Skagen, which I believe belongs to Tank, a little Swedish shipping company, who's actually making great strides on the path to decarbonization for the industry. A lot of their new builds operate with batteries, and yeah, they're really making a lot of progress and really the pioneers in the industry. There she is. So here we are, guys. We've made it. Behind me is the Superiority, part of the James Fisher fleet. So she's really a beauty. She's 95 meters long, which is about the length of a football pitch. She's about 4,400 deadweight. Now that's about 40 blue whales. It's about 10 Boeing 747 airplanes. So relatively small by tanker standards compared to, say, a Suezmax or an Aframax. But still, I mean, the sheer size, and it's just incredible being here and seeing these physical realities from opposite my desk, seeing it on the screen, and then seeing it behind me in the flesh, so to speak. So I'm going to try not to fall in the water now when I board the tanker, but I'm super excited to finally be here. Alright, so this is the dangerous bit, but on the videos I saw these things were about 20 meters high, so we should be able to manage this one. But if I do fall in the water, at least you'll have some good footage. That was easier than I thought. So, welcome on board the Superiority. Thanks so much. I'm Arthur, by the way. Nice to meet you, Pablo.
So we will come into the beach.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm just making my way up to the bridge to meet our captain.
Oh, sir, this way.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. Arthur, nice to meet you.
My name is Remy, Captain.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Finally, safely.
Hey,
Right.
Arthur. Nice to meet you.
Meet you.
Our second officer.
Hey, Arthur. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Second
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Cup of tea, coffee.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Coffee.
Coffee? Sounds good.